Welcome back to Calm and Cozy Bedtime. Tonight, we embark on a special journey into the serene embrace of a tiny cabin nestled deep within a lush green forest. This isn't just a story, it's a calming experience designed to help you release all the day's tension and drift gently into a peaceful sleep. Close your eyes and picture this. Warm golden light peeks out from a quaint little cabin, surrounded by towering pine trees. Soft tendrils of smoke spiral lazily from the chimney, blending with the crisp evening air. In the distance, the soothing sounds of nocturnal birds and the gentle rustle of leaves create a natural melody, as if the forest itself is singing you to sleep. Our journey tonight will take you down winding trails blanketed in vibrant autumn hues, through a quiet woodland sanctuary, and finally to the comforting refuge of the cozy cabin. Here, you'll discover a sense of peace, warmth, and those precious moments of pure stillness where you can reconnect with yourself. So, let go of the day's worries, fluff up your pillow, and snuggle under a soft blanket as we begin this magical adventure together. Remember, in this space, there's nothing but tranquility waiting for you. Now, take a deep breath in, let it out slowly, and let's step into this enchanting escape. Sweet dreams await you. The golden hues of the setting sun bathe the forest in a warm, amber glow. Ahead, the trail stretches like a quiet invitation, flanked by trees draped in autumn's finest. Fiery red and golden leaves fall gently in the cool breeze, forming a soft carpet beneath your feet. The rhythmic crunch of your footsteps mingles with the natural symphony of the woods, the babbling of a distant brook, the chirping of birds, and the whispering wind threading its way through the canopy. On your back, your trusty backpack holds everything you need for this journey. A small flashlight, a thermos of warm cocoa, a couple of old books, and a cozy blanket. The light weight of the pack presses gently on your shoulders, grounding you in the moment with each step. In your gloved hand, the thermos radiates a comforting warmth. The rich, sweet aroma of cocoa swirls into the crisp forest air, inviting you to take a small sip and savor its soothing embrace. The trail guides you through a series of quiet transformations in the forest. Early on, the sunlight streams through the sparse canopy, scattering glimmering patterns of light and shadow across the ground. As the sun dips lower, its golden rays mellow into soft, dusky hues. The vibrant orange sky transitions to a muted purple twilight, signaling the approach of night. Yet, the encroaching darkness carries no sense of fear, only serenity, as though the forest itself is wrapping you in its comforting arms. Deeper into the woods, the rhythm of life becomes more palpable. A curious squirrel darts across the path, pausing briefly to study you with its bright eyes before scampering up a tree. The soft earth beneath your boots holds imprints of deer tracks, a subtle reminder that this land belongs to nature. Beside you, a gentle stream meanders its way through the underbrush, the moonlight catching its ripples and turning them into liquid silver. It's like walking through a living painting, where every element is a brushstroke of tranquility. The farther you walk, the more the forest comes alive in unexpected ways. A faint rustle in the distance reveals a family of foxes, their sleek forms slipping silently through the undergrowth. Overhead, an owl hoots softly, its call echoing like an ancient melody through the cool night air. You pause for a moment, letting the sounds and sights wash over you, a silent observer in this world untouched by the rush of modern life. As twilight deepens, the trail becomes a corridor of shadows and moonlight. You switch on your flashlight, its beam casting a soft glow on the path ahead. The cabin is not far now. You can feel it. An unspoken promise of warmth and safety waiting just beyond the trees. The anticipation fills you with a quiet excitement, but you take your time, savoring each step as the forest offers its final gifts for the evening. The air grows colder as you near your destination, but it's a refreshing chill, invigorating rather than harsh. The smell of damp earth mingles with the faint scent of pine, grounding you in the present moment. Ahead, a faint glow appears between the trees, the first sign of the cabin. The sight fills you with a sense of relief and joy, like reuniting with an old friend. Before reaching the cabin, you pause at the edge of a small clearing. The moonlight illuminates the space, revealing a tranquil scene. A cluster of ferns swaying gently in the breeze, the silhouette of a deer grazing quietly in the distance. You take a deep breath, the crisp air filling your lungs, and let the beauty of the moment settle in your heart. Suddenly, the forest trail opens into a small clearing, revealing a charmingly modest cabin nestled amidst the trees. Its weathered wooden walls, kissed by time, stand strong, and its grey slate roof slopes gently under the weight of years gone by. A thin plume of smoke escapes from the small chimney, curling upward into the cool evening air. The warm, golden glow spilling from its windows cuts through the surrounding darkness, like a lighthouse guiding you safely home. You step forward, feeling the soft crunch of leaves beneath your boots as you approach the wooden steps leading up to the cabin. Each step feels sturdy underfoot, as though it has been placed there just for you. The wooden door, old but welcoming, creaks softly as you push it open. Inside, a wave of warmth greets you, immediately chasing away the autumn chill that had settled in your bones. The scent of burning wood mingles with the faint aroma of pine, wrapping around you like an embrace. The flickering fire in the stone hearth casts a golden glow across the cabin's simple interior. Shadows dance on the wooden walls, creating an enchanting play of light and dark. Above the fireplace hangs a small wooden shelf adorned with a few well-loved books, a framed black and white photograph, and an antique clock that ticks quietly, marking the passage of time in this serene retreat. You set your backpack down in the corner, its familiar weight replaced by a profound sense of relief. The cabin feels alive, as if it's been waiting just for you. Its simplicity is its charm. A small wooden table accompanied by two mismatched chairs, a cast-iron stove nestled in one corner, and a wooden ladder leading up to a cozy loft. There, you catch a glimpse of a bed neatly made with soft pillows, a thick handmade patchwork quilt, and a sense of unspoken promise that you'll sleep soundly tonight. To your right, a large armchair, upholstered in soft fabric, sits near the fireplace. A light grey woolen blanket drapes over its arm, inviting you to sink into its embrace. You take a seat, allowing your body to relax as the warmth from the fire seeps into your skin. From your thermos, you pour yourself a steaming cup of cocoa. The rich scent fills the air, and as you take a sip, its velvety warmth spreads through you, soothing away the remnants of the day's journey. The cabin speaks in whispers of quiet comfort. Its small details draw your attention, how the wooden beams overhead seem to hold stories of those who have come before you, or how the soft ticking of the clock blends seamlessly with the crackle of the fire. Everything here feels intentional, as if each object carries its own quiet history. You notice the small window beside the table, its glass slightly fogged by the warmth inside, meeting the crisp air outside. Through it, you can see the dark silhouette of the forest, the moonlight casting a silvery glow over the treetops. It's a reminder that the wilderness, vast and untamed, is still just outside, even as you sit wrapped in the cocoon of the cabin's warmth. After finishing your cocoa, you rise and explore the space further. The tiny kitchen area holds simple, yet functional items. A kettle resting on the stove, a few ceramic mugs on a shelf, and a small stack of plates. You open a drawer and find a set of utensils, each piece mismatched but clean, as if lovingly gathered over time. Everything about this place exudes a sense of care, of utility without excess. Climbing the wooden ladder to the loft, you find the bed waiting for you. Its inviting layers of quilts and blankets are a testament to cozy nights and deep, dream-filled sleep. You press your hand against the mattress, soft yet supportive, and imagine yourself sinking into it, the quiet rhythm of the forest lulling you to rest. The loft's low ceiling creates a sense of intimacy, as though this is a world apart, a sanctuary above the earth. You climb back down, drawn once more to the fire's glow. Outside, the night deepens. The faint sound of the wind through the trees whispers through the cabin's walls, but it feels distant, unable to penetrate the warm haven you now call home. The cabin feels alive with its own presence. Not just a shelter, but a companion, a keeper of secrets, a guardian of peace. Sitting back in the armchair, you pull the woolen blanket over yourself and close your eyes. The warmth of the fire and the comforting weight of the blanket anchor you to this moment. The cabin seems to breathe alongside you, its creaks and groans forming a rhythm that matches your heartbeat. You are safe here, far from the noise of the world, embraced by the silence and stillness of the forest. As you sit in the flickering firelight, you can't help but reflect on the beauty of simplicity. The cabin, though humble, feels rich with life. It reminds you of what matters most: warmth, comfort, and a place to rest. It's not just a structure, but a state of mind, a reminder to slow down, to be present, to find joy in the quiet moments. The night stretches on, and the fire burns lower, casting softer shadows. The cabin grows quieter, as though it too is settling in for the night. You gather your belongings and make your way up the ladder one last time. The bed welcomes you, its layers wrapping you in a cocoon of warmth. As you lay your head on the pillow, you hear the soft ticking of the clock below and the gentle crackle of the dying fire. The forest outside whispers a final lullaby, and you drift into a deep, restful sleep. This cabin, this night, becomes a memory you'll carry with you, a reminder that sometimes the simplest places hold the greatest peace. After preparing a simple dinner on the wood-burning stove, a bowl of hearty soup and a slice of crusty bread, you settle into the cozy space near the fireplace. The warmth radiates outward, filling the cabin with a soothing embrace that drives away the lingering chill of the forest night. The soft crackling of the burning logs mingles with the faint, sweet aroma of pinewood smoke, creating an atmosphere of pure serenity. With dinner finished and the dishes cleaned, you reach for one of the old books resting on the shelf beside the hearth. Its leather cover is worn, the pages slightly yellowed with age, carrying the weight of countless stories. As you thumb through its pages, you lose yourself in the words, each one pulling you deeper into a world far from your own. The rhythmic flicker of the firelight dances across the book's pages, casting a golden glow that seems to bring the words to life. Occasionally, you pause and look up, your eyes drawn to the mesmerizing flames in the fireplace. The fire crackles and pops, each sound adding to its comforting song. The flames sway and leap, painting ever-changing shapes against the stone hearth. In their unpredictable dance, they seem to whisper tales of their own, timeless stories of warmth and survival. Outside, the forest has surrendered to the darkness of night. The world beyond the cabin is a shadowy realm of quiet stillness. But here inside, the golden light creates a cocoon of safety and warmth. The contrast is striking. While the forest outside seems vast and unknowable, the cabin feels intimate and secure. A sanctuary where all the stresses of the world are left behind. As the hours slip by, you close the book and lean back in the armchair, letting your mind wander. The weight of the day's journey has given way to a peaceful fatigue, the kind that comes from time well spent. You sip from a warm mug of tea, the steam rising to meet the cool air in the room. Each sip is a small reminder of life's simplest pleasures, a grounding moment in a world that often feels too fast and too loud. Through the cabin's small window, you catch glimpses of the night sky. The stars shimmer like scattered diamonds, their silvery light filtering through the treetops. You can't help but feel connected to something greater, as though the vastness of the universe is embracing this tiny cabin in its infinite arms. The scene is so beautiful it takes your breath away, a quiet reminder of the profound beauty in stillness. Eventually, the fire begins to burn lower, its flames retreating into glowing embers. The room grows quieter, the sound of the fire now a gentle hum. You rise from the chair, feeling the warmth still lingering in the air, and prepare to climb the wooden ladder to the loft above. The ladder creaks softly beneath your weight, as if acknowledging your presence. Upstairs, the bed awaits, a haven of soft pillows, a thick patchwork quilt, and the promise of restful sleep. Through the small window by the bed, the night sky stretches out, a canvas of stars that seems almost within reach. Moonlight filters in, casting a pale glow that feels magical in its subtlety. You pause for a moment, standing by the window, gazing out at the world beyond. The forest, now silent, seems at peace, and so do you. You pull back the quilt and slide into bed, the cool sheets quickly warming against your body. The weight of the quilt feels comforting, like a gentle hug that grounds you in this moment. The bed creaks slightly as you shift, but the sound is soft and reassuring, blending seamlessly into the quiet symphony of the cabin. As you lay there, your thoughts begin to drift. The journey through the forest, the warmth of the cabin, the stories told by the fire. All these moments replay in your mind, weaving together into a tapestry of calm. Each memory is a thread, pulling you further from the noise of the outside world and deeper into the serenity of this night. Your eyes grow heavy, but before sleep takes hold, you glance once more at the stars through the window. They twinkle faintly, their light traveling countless years to reach you in this exact moment. It's a humbling thought, yet somehow comforting. You feel small but significant, like a part of this great, interconnected world. The cool night air brushes against your face, a gentle reminder of the world outside the cabin's walls. Yet inside, the warmth of the quilt and the softness of the bed wrap around you like a cocoon. Your breathing slows, matching the rhythmic ticking of the clock downstairs and the faint rustle of the wind through the trees. In this space, in this moment, all is well. The cabin, the forest, the stars, they all exist in perfect harmony, and you are part of it. As your eyes close, you feel the last remnants of tension leave your body, replaced by a profound sense of peace. Sleep comes gently, like a whisper. The dreams that follow are vivid and comforting, filled with the sights and sounds of this magical place. And as you drift deeper into slumber, the cabin watches over you, a steadfast guardian of your peace and tranquility. The first light of dawn filters softly through the cabin's small window, painting the room in hues of gold and amber. It's a gentle awakening, as though the forest itself is nudging you to rise and greet the day. You stretch languidly, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated after a restful night. The warmth from the embers still glowing in the fireplace lingers in the cabin, keeping the morning chill at bay. Rising from the bed, you pull the quilt around your shoulders and make your way downstairs. The wooden floor creaks lightly beneath your steps, a familiar sound that feels welcoming rather than disruptive. The cabin is quiet, except for the faint crackle of the last bits of firewood, a peaceful melody to accompany the day's beginning. Stepping out onto the porch, you are greeted by the crisp, invigorating air of the early morning. You breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the fresh scent of damp earth and pine. The forest is alive with the symphony of dawn. Birds chirp melodiously from the treetops, their songs weaving through the air. The rustle of dry leaves whispers of the gentle morning breeze. And somewhere nearby, the soft babble of a stream adds a soothing undertone. The world before you is a masterpiece. The rising sun casts its golden rays through the trees, illuminating the forest in warm, vibrant light. Dew clings to the leaves and grass, each droplet catching the light and sparkling like tiny jewels. The trees stand tall and serene, their branches swaying slightly, as if bowing to greet the new day. Everything feels alive, yet tranquil, as though the forest itself is savoring the peace of the morning. You hold a cup of leftover cocoa in your hands, its warmth radiating through the mug into your palms. The rich aroma rises with the steam, mingling with the fresh morning air. Sipping slowly, you let the flavors linger, grounding yourself in the moment. This simple act, standing on the porch, drinking cocoa, and soaking in the beauty of the forest, feels profound, as if the world has paused just for you. The cabin behind you is quiet now, its role as a nighttime sanctuary fulfilled. Its rustic charm, the crackling fire, and the cozy bed all feel like cherished memories already. You glance back at its wooden walls, its sturdy structure, a testament to simplicity and resilience. This little haven in the woods has offered you more than just shelter. It has given you a place to reconnect with yourself, a reminder of the joy found in nature and solitude. The forest begins to stir more actively as the sun climbs higher. A pair of squirrels dart playfully across the clearing, their tiny feet barely making a sound on the forest floor. Birds flit between branches, their movements quick and purposeful, as if energized by the morning light. In the distance, you spot a deer grazing calmly, its graceful movements blending seamlessly with the surrounding trees. These moments, so ordinary in the forest, feel extraordinary in their quiet beauty. You sit down on the wooden steps of the porch, letting the stillness settle over you. The sun's warmth begins to touch your skin, its golden rays contrasting with the coolness of the morning air. The forest feels like it's waking up in harmony with you, each sound and sight a gentle invitation to savor the present moment. As you sip the last of your cocoa, you reflect on your time here. The journey through the forest, the warmth of the cabin, the peaceful moments by the fire, all of it feels like a dream, a chapter in a story you'll carry with you. This place, with its timeless rhythm and unchanging beauty, has become more than just a destination. It has become a part of you, a sanctuary you can return to in your mind whenever life feels overwhelming. The thought of leaving brings a bittersweet ache. You know it's time to move on, to return to the world beyond the trees, but a part of you wishes to linger just a little longer. The cabin and the forest have given you something rare, a sense of peace that feels almost sacred. You take one last look at the clearing, the trees, the golden light streaming through the branches, and silently thank this place for its quiet gift. Standing up, you gather your belongings, making sure to leave the cabin as you found it, clean, undisturbed, and ready for the next visitor seeking solace. As you step back onto the trail, the forest seems to bid you farewell. The crunch of leaves beneath your boots and the rustling wind through the branches create a symphony of gentle goodbyes. The path ahead feels both familiar and new, a continuation of the journey that brought you here. You walk slowly, savoring each step, knowing that the memory of this place will stay with you long after you leave. The morning sun, now higher in the sky, guides your way, its warm light wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. As you leave the cabin behind, you carry with you more than just memories. You carry a sense of renewal, a reminder of the beauty and simplicity and the peace that comes from connecting with nature. The forest may stay where it is, but its essence, its stillness, its tranquility, its quiet magic will remain with you, a part of your heart and soul. Today's journey may have come to an end, but the memories of the cozy cabin in the heart of the forest will forever remain in your heart. If this story brought you peace and relaxation, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones. Let's spread this serenity and tranquility to more people who might need it. As the night falls, I wish you a restful sleep, filled with beautiful dreams and a sense of calm. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next adventure. Good night, and goodbye for now.